You can reach NAMI at NAMI Syracuse at namisyracuse.org or call us at 315-487-2085. There is a kind of recovery as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We were totally, going back to the beginning, we were totally lost. We didn't know what to do. You know, and my wife was a school teacher. She saw a lot of different things in her classrooms with kids, little ones especially, and was able to identify. Now more so, because she's retired now, she could look back and say, oh yeah, we were talking the other day about one of her students that she had. Yeah, he had Tourette's syndrome. He had this one had this one, you know, whatever. And I do that. I look back at people. You know, you can pretty much spot problem areas. But no, for me, it's a great gratitude to talk to people, because all of a sudden you see the lights in their eyes opening up saying, wow, I know what that's like. I've been there. I've done that.
Right.
You know, and that realizing what I should have done. And they're trying to rectify back some of the old things and whatnot. But no, it's been a journey for me. I know that for
right. So that recovery journey, I think, is really key for parents, because they're the ones that they have the umbrella of health over their children, and they're trying to integrate anything that can bring the health back, to bring like a cure to their child. And so you're learning from doctors, anyone in the medical field, what medicine's going to help my son, what coping skill. It's like the phrase coping skill, that's something that's learned in recovery. What are the things that they can get connected to? And then, you know, as a parent, that you can, it's like you're offering it to your child, hoping that they're going to say, I'm going to try that. Yeah. There's that balance of, like, you know, they need to connect with such and such to take such and such med. We're going to support you as much as we can through this trial of taking this med because it's been recommended. And it's like, and your child can say, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to be a guinea pig.
Yeah.
I don't. want to try one med after another, after another. I know what that's like personally.
Sure.
I was misdiagnosed bipolar at one point. I went through the whole lithium trip, and that was worse than the actual mental illness. And then you're dealing with side effects of medicines.
But see, you've experienced that.
Mhm.
And that's a story you can say, you could tell people. And that's what we've been trying to do. Medicine isn't the cure-all, as you know.
Right.
I mean, it helps. It helps to get something in balance. And then from there, the therapy or counseling or whatever is important. Because too many people try to say, well, take your medicine. You're going to feel better. Well, it doesn't always work that way.
Mhm.
You know that. You experienced that.
Right. Yeah. I think of how much my wife was, it was a scary journey for her.
Mhm.
Seeing, I also was a patient of Hutchings for 2.5 months.
Right.
And I went through psychosis, and you're outside of reality in some ways that so scary. And coming back, there was the whole connection that I had with my wife that made that she was like 90% reason for my recovery.
Mhm.
And I was able to, when she came to visit me, practically on a daily basis, I would lay my head in her lap. And just that function right there, just that thing calms me. And that calming, that
Right.
peace was such a healing process. And it was just beautiful. I'll never forget that.
That's wonderful.
The,
That is it. See how you like stories? That's a
Mhm.
wonderful. Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
And you know, your journey has come a long way too,
Oh, yeah.
and where you are now. But to be able to sit here and talk about it, and that's the key right there. A lot of people are not comfortable talking about
Right, right.
it. And I don't have a problem with that.
There is something about, NAMI, that I know I took a class that helped me tell my story, to articulate it in such a way that it made sense to other people, because it opened their eyes to the whole aspect, the whole different facets of what you go through. Because when you're on the journey, you're meeting people, you're meeting a therapist, you're meeting a psychiatrist, you're talking to your doctor, you might meet other people in a support group. And these are all, just about all of them are all new people that you have to tell the depths of what you're going through to, and you're just, are they gonna help me? They better help me, because what I'm going through, I can't handle this anymore. For me, I had to apply for disability. And so I was out of work for quite a long time. And so I know there's a lot of people that go through that, and individuals that are going through mental health illness aren't, some of them might not be sure how to handle things financially.
Right.
And that's very, very tricky. It changes your whole life.
Sure.
My whole vocation, my whole career changed as a result of being diagnosed. But the thing is, when you agree, Spence, on the other side of it, like even for your son, his life was changed, but the person he is today, I'm going to be really blunt and clear. Do you like the person that he is right now?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is very compassionate, more so than he ever was. He very thoughtful. For example, Valentine's Day, we had to send him a card with a check in it. He called up and said, "Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much." And where years ago okay. No, he's been very, 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 very good with that. very proud of him in that sense.
That's
Do we
awesome.
want more for him? Absolutely. We want a better life for him.
Sure.
But he's doing okay. It's at this point. Yeah, it's interesting because we adopted our son.
Oh,
We adopted our son and daughter, not from the same family. And of course, Chris was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, bipolar, but then with more schizophrenia. Our daughter, who again doesn't come from the same family, 2 years later we adopted her. They were babies when we adopted them. She is classified as bipolar, and we're going. She doesn't have the true signs of it, but her doctor said she's bipolar, and we're going, okay, doc, And our granddaughter, my daughter's child, she's considered bipolar.
oh,
And our grandson, from my daughter's side, he is mildly autistic, and we're going, okay, but they're okay. But it's just we're saying, well, this is interesting, and we didn't start it. But
wow.
anyways, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Different things you have to deal with.
From right from the start is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes got open to.
Well, it's interesting because with our son, he had some tough times as a teenager. 13, 14 years old. He was at 5 or 6 classified as a little hyperactivity, but we didn't really think a lot of it. But as he got older, things were happening. When he got in early 20s, and but anyway, so we're still at it. We're doing what we got to do to help, and not just him. And that's what I like about NAMI, because we have the ability to help other people and their families. And we've grown a lot, as you know. Like we've seen, you see how we've now we have an office, we have this, we have that. Yeah, we are doing well. 40 years has been an interesting journey. Mine was only 30 maybe of that. I don't even know anymore.
I think of the family support group. Pardon me. Sheila Legacy.
Yep.
She trains people on how to handle things. Mary Beth
is doing a great job. Yep.
Yeah. There's others. I'm sorry, I don't have their names at the top of my head, but and then there's a home front support group for the vets in our area.
Yep.
And they are done online. And so what's good about that is you can, in the comfort of your home, be a part of a group.
Right.
Yeah, there is still a good dynamic that goes on. And I know some people, they haven't done that. If they've been to a psychiatrist in the past, it's been in person. Nowadays, a lot of it's done telehealth. And
I know.
I've done a lot of mine over the phone, and some of them haven't caught up to Zoom yet.
Well, but it's like anything else, though. It's a way of helping.
Yes.
It's a way of connecting, I guess, helping, but connecting for now. And who knows what the future lies. I got a feeling that this pandemic and stuff is still going to last for a long time. And that's the scary part. People are having to deal with that. Shots, people don't even want shots. And some people need shots, and who knows where that's going to go. But it's causing pressure on people.
Yes. The whole, the thing about doing the Zoom support groups is you are able to see a person and see the expressions, and in that way you communicate so much that way. When you're communicating with the psychiatrist or therapist over the phone, you can go just so far, get just so much of a depth. But in the support groups, people are able to share in such a unique way where the connection is definitely deeper.
Yeah, I know when I was in marketing, one of the seminars I attended is what we call the nonverbal communication.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that's important because you don't know, like we're talking together. If I say something wrong and your eyes go like this to me, and I know that, and that's your nonverbal.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting times, but we're getting there.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, Spence, the 5 years down the road, what do you see where NAMI's going? What are your hopes to see in the community, Syracuse community?
I just hope there's more of an awareness that we're here to help. And that's what we do. We're not going to do anybody's job. We're not going to help the psychiatrist's job or anything like that, but we're here to help the family. And that's the main function, at least I see of it, is we're there to support the family, because the families have no clue what's going on when they go through these spells. And, so if we can guide them and show them that you have a lot of hope, that you will get through this, your family member will get through it with support that you have, that you can help do that. That's what I'm hoping for.
Absolutely. Spence, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me on your show.
My show, yeah, the
Yes.
NAMI40 show. Yeah.
No, I give you a lot of credit, Jim. You and I have not talked much,
Right.
and I really am pleased to see what you're doing and how you're helping people, and our members and other people who are out there that you're supporting. And we're in this together.
We are. Absolutely. I like that. I like that. Yeah, you can't do this alone.
No.
No. What is the slogan? You are not alone.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it.
All right, Jim. You take it easy, okay?
Thank you. Thank you
No,
so much, Spence.
No, thank you. We'll talk to you. Take care.
You're good.